Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Christine and this is Everyday Yoga. Today we are going to do a chair yoga practice and we are going to invoke some of the yin principles of yoga. Typically in a regular floor-based yin yoga class, we're using bolsters and blocks and other kinds of props to allow our bodies to rest in individual positions for longer periods of time than we do in a normal flow type of a class. We'll usually hold them for at least a couple of minutes, maybe more than that, sometimes up to 5 minutes. And we'll breathe deeply into each pose as we allow all of our muscles and the fascia, that little layer between the skin and the muscle, to open up and soften and smooth out so that we can get our muscles nice and relaxed and soft in a way that is supportive for our immune systems and the functions of our bodies. So find yourself a nice, safe, sturdy, comfortable chair and I will meet you there. Thank you so much for joining me for this yin yoga chair-based practice today. So I have around me a couple of pillows, a couple of blocks. You might want to find some blankets or towels you can fold up to replace or enhance your pillow and block experience. But find yourself in a chair where you can sit all the way back in the chair and still have your feet comfortably on the floor. If that's not possible from the chair you're sitting in, you can find a couple of blocks, or you can find a box or something that you can put underneath your feet so that you can have your feet firmly planted on the earth. So yin yoga, like I said, is typically we hold poses for an extended length of time, really allowing the body to relax. Benefits of relaxation are numerous, including helping support our healthy heart and respiratory system, our lung function, lowering the blood pressure, lowering the blood sugar, letting our body know that it is safe to heal, that it is safe to sleep, that it is safe to eat and digest our food. So it's really important to find that relaxation in our high stress culture that we have today. So one of the best ways to relax is just to kind of slump. So first, let's get in touch with the body. Sit all the way back in your chair. Let the legs just be heavy here. Let the hands be resting comfortably on your thighs or knees or even down at your sides, whichever feels best for you. And we're just going to relax here in this seat. Going to tap into the breath, maybe closing the eyes at this point if that feels good to you. But just notice your breath. And stay resolved throughout this practice to keep bringing your attention back to your breath. That will help anchor you here in the present moment. That way we're not thinking thoughts of the future or past, but we're letting ourselves be right here, right now. And the more we practice that on the yoga mat or the yoga chair, the better we will get at doing that. So just keep your attention on your body, on your breath, on the sound of my voice. Always bringing the attention back to the breath. You might notice some sounds around you, maybe coming from your speakers, maybe coming from around the space where you're practicing in. Just notice them. And then let's just go ahead and drop the chin towards the chest here. Getting a nice big stretch in the neck, the tops of the shoulders. And the next time you inhale, just bring the head back up to the top of the spine. And then this time we're just going to bring the right hand to the left shoulder and the left hand to the right shoulder. And just hold the shoulders here. Letting those elbows really be heavy, drawing the shoulders away from the ears and kind of tucking the chin back a little bit and seeing how that creates a bit of a stretch, a different kind of a stretch in the back of the neck and in the shoulders. And we'll just take a few breaths here. Your mind begins to wander, just bring your attention back to your breath, maybe at the end of your nose, maybe your chest as it rises and falls. And then we'll inhale to open the arms up to the sides, and exhale, bringing the left hand now to the shoulder and then the right, balancing out the shoulders and the neck, the fingers. Just allow the weight of the arms to draw the shoulders away from the ears as you kind of draw the chin in, almost as if you're trying to make a double chin here. Notice how you can feel that at the top of your neck and the bottom of your skull where they meet. You might even want to find a little gentle movement, tilting your head from side to side. But then find some stillness here for just 3 full breaths. And then we'll release. And now sit up away from the chair just enough so that you can kind of swim the right arm behind you and bring the back of your hand to your low back. You might want to scoot farther away from the chair so that there's no pressure on the shoulder here, or it might feel good to sit back in the chair and allow the pressure of the chair and your back to really open up that shoulder. Either way, we're going to take the left hand and bring it somewhere on the right arm. You might bring it to the tricep. You might bring it to the top of the shoulder again, somewhere in between. We're just going to hold on here, and then we're going to tilt the left ear towards the left shoulder. And really notice that nice, big, juicy stretch in the right side of the neck. And again, you might find a little gentle movement here, just enough so that you can find a place that feels particularly good to rest in this stretch. And breathe. You may even want to imagine you have a balloon there on the right side of your neck, and with every inhale, the neck stretches. And with every exhale, the balloon releases and all the tension goes away with it. And we'll just stay here for a couple more breaths. And then, without moving the head yet, release the arms. Draw the chin down towards the chest and lift the head back up to the top of the spine. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So either come away from the back of the chair and bring the hand to the small of the back here, or scooch back into the chair and allow the weight of your body to kind of press the arm into the chair and really open up the shoulder. Whatever feels good for your shoulder. I know a lot of people have rotator cuff issues or bursitis issues in the shoulders, so make sure you're just keeping yourself safe here. And then we'll bring that right hand to the left arm or shoulder, wherever it comfortably reaches for you. And then we'll take the right ear towards the right shoulder. And we'll just settle into this. maybe finding that little gentle movement, but then finding some stillness, a place where you can stop. And every exhale, see where else you can soften and let go. Maybe you've got some engagement in the legs or the feet that you can let go of. Maybe the jaw or the muscles of the face. Couple more breaths wherever you are. Softening, relaxing. Calming down the nervous system. And when you're ready to unwind, release the arms first, then bring the chin down to the chest and lift the head back up to the top of the spine. And now we'll take your blankets or pillows or towels or whatever you have and bring them up to your lap. Kind of scoot your seat all the way back in the chair so that you're really anchored there. Make sure your feet are anchored. And we're just going to go ahead and do that slumping I talked about earlier. We're just going to hinge forward here and bring the left temple or cheek to your pillows. And I can actually see that mine could stand to be a little taller. So I'm just going to turn my pillow like this. When problems arise, improvise. And slump down like this. Adjusting as needed. Yeah. So you might want 3 or 4 pillows, or you might want a thicker stack of blankets. But just find a place that's comfortable for you, where you can relax. And just let the arms be heavy and hang down at your sides. And again, scan your body with your mind's eye and see where you can soften a little bit more. Notice how you can breathe into the back body. Imagine all that fascia underneath the skin just softening and relaxing and letting go. Few more breaths here. And then, without disturbing yourself too much, just switch the direction so that now you're bringing your right cheek to the top of the stack. Just evening out the sensation in your neck. Allowing the weight of the body to be heavy and just relax onto your supports. You may even want to remove your supports and bring the belly all the way to the tops of the thighs, maybe even taking the feet a little wider to create some space for the belly and the breasts here. And just hanging forward here. Allowing the weight of the head to create traction in the back of the spine and in the neck. Breathing into the back body. Softening and letting go with every exhale. Couple more breaths wherever you are, with or without supports. And then we're just going to begin to roll up one vertebra at a time. Allowing the back to come to the back of the chair, one vertebra at a time. Unfurling. And then we'll reach the arms up towards the sky. Maybe stretch out the legs. Rotate the wrists in one direction and the ankles in the other, and then switch directions. Maybe wiggle the fingers and toes. And then we'll release everything back down. And we'll scooch all the way back in the chair again for just a little final breathing. So get yourself nice and comfortable. Make sure your hands are comfortable. Your feet are planted firmly on the floor in front of you. And we're just going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, maybe giving it a nice audible sound if you can. So we'll inhale through the nose and just let it go out the mouth. 2 more times like that. Inhale and exhale. 1 more time. And just come back to your regular breath. Nice and easy and soft and gentle. Then we'll just take the gaze out over the right shoulder and come back to center, and then take the gaze out over the left shoulder and come back to center. And then we'll inhale the arms up high to the sky, reaching the palms together, and exhaling hands to heart. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that the rest of your day is peaceful and that you are at ease. Namaste.